Alan Golcher here with my lineup for this evening's FanDuel NBA contests. Utah Jazz center Rudy Gobert is on the shelf for the immediate future, and his absence has thrown Coach Quinn Snyder's rotation completely out of whack. I'm going to take advantage of the uncertainty in Utah and stack 3 Jazzers onto my roster: Derek Favors, Gordon Hayward, and Trevor Booker. Favors is coming off of Saturday's monster 54 FanDuel point performance versus Indiana, and Hayward has averaged 35 FanDuel points over his last 3, but it's Booker who's tonight's most intriguing option. In the last 3 games in which he's played more than 20 minutes, Booker averaged 31 FanDuel points, and if he hits that for tonight's $4,000 price tag, I will be a happy boy. I don't love too many of tonight's backcourt matchups, so I pulled a little bit of a fade with my 4 guards. Orlando's Elfrid Payton put up 30-plus FanDuel points in 5 of his last 10 outings, so his $6,800 salary feels just about right. At $4,100, Houston's Patrick Beverley continues to be one of the association's best bargains, having scored 20-plus FanDuel points in 5 of his last 6. And I feel pretty good about my shooting guards, Golden State's Klay Thompson and Cleveland's J.R. Smith, because they do exactly what you want a shooting guard to do, and that's shoot a lot. I save my big FanDuel bucks for Brooklyn's Brook Lopez and Indiana's Paul George. Lopez has quietly put together a great year, and if the Nets can string together some wins, he might end up in the All-Star conversation. As for PG-13, he dropped 66 FanDuel points on Utah last Saturday, and I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if he approaches those numbers in tonight's massive clash with the undefeated Warriors. That's my FanDuel NBA lineup for Tuesday, December 8th. For FanDuel Insider, I'm Alan Golcher.
Hi, this is Madeline Burke from FanDuel, and thanks for watching. We put out videos every day to make sure you're up to date on all your sports news. Click here to subscribe to our channel, and click here to see more tips to think about before your rosters lock. We'll see you soon.
Alan Golcher here with my lineup for this evening's FanDuel NBA contests. I have had a pretty solid past few days here in the land of FanDuel. My roster last night earned me 319 FanDuel points, and on Wednesday, 306. Now, I'm not one to buck trends, so I'm bringing back 5 value plays who lately have helped me out a whole bunch. On Wednesday, Houston's Marcus Thornton gave me 45 FanDuel points, tonight's price $4,800. On Wednesday, Orlando's Evan Fournier gave me 31 FanDuel points, tonight's price $5,600. This week, Boston's Jay Crowder averaged 26 FanDuel points, tonight's price $4,800. On Wednesday, Sacramento's Rajon Rondo gave me 50 FanDuel points, tonight's price $6,800. And finally, my main man, Minnesota's Nemanja Bjelica, has just done all kinds of good things for me this week, tonight's price $4,600. I should also mention I've been riding the Paul Millsap train and will continue to do so until he stops delivering 40-plus FanDuel points a night. All these value plays allow me to afford Russell Westbrook. I like the OKC Sixers matchup so much that I'm adding Westbrook's teammate Serge Ibaka. And finally, staying in Oklahoma, I'm welcoming aboard Jahlil Okafor. Now, I'm not normally one to embrace highly touted rookies until I have a bigger sample size, but the dude is averaging 38 FanDuel points over his last 3 games, so I now officially believe the hype. And that's my FanDuel NBA lineup for Friday, November 13th. For FanDuel Insider, I'm Alan Golcher.
Hi, this is Madeline Burke from FanDuel, and thanks for watching. We put out videos every day to make sure you're up to date on all your sports news. Click here to subscribe to our channel, and click here to see more tips to think about before your rosters lock. We'll see you soon.
It's the battle for 5th place at Orlando's Summer League. Clippers taking on the Thunder, and look who's in the house. Doc Rivers taking in the action in the first quarter. He watches Quinn Cook to James Sutherland for the rangy 3-pointer, and OKC takes a 2-point lead, but CJ Wilcox has a 3 of his own, and the Clippers go up by 4 later. Jordan Hamilton drives, stops, and hits the short turnaround jump shot, and at the break, the Clippers led it by 3, 46-43. To the third quarter of this back-and-forth battle we go. Quinn Cook, coast to coast, for the floater, and it's the Clippers lead trimmed to 6. Jordan Hamilton drives in another sort of short turnaround floater, and that's effective again. 65-59, Clippers lead still at 6. After missing his first 7 shots, Samaje Christian went on a 6-in-a-row tear. Here he had 23 points in the game, and OKC led it by 3. Later in the fourth quarter, Jordan Hamilton going coast to coast for the finger roll. He had a game high 29 points. Samaje Christian turning it over, and it's Jaron Johnson picking it up and launching the buzzer beater, and it falls. Look at this shot one more time, but he did not get it off in time. That's the trouble there. So the game goes into overtime. Christian passing to Quinn Cook, who finished with 22. He hits the three. OKC by 3. Then it's Yannick Marrera with the layup there, tying it at 100. So a second overtime. And it's sudden death in overtime number 2. Christian drives and is fouled, goes to the line and makes the first free throw. That seals the victory. OKC takes it by 1, 101 to 100.